forwarding possibilities to a greater good. In life, we'll always have distractions around us. And often we look at these distractions and we stop because we start to blame. And blaming is, in essence, just building a wall against our true potential, our true ability to express on a frequency of acceptance. When we start to blame, we start to shut down our ability to connect the higher self, or the infinite love, or the infinite acceptance, or whatever you want to call it, infinite possibility to our heart, because the mind is essentially coding a wall of dense energy or dense states of awareness, such as blame, anger, jealousy, frustration. Frustration isn't so negative because it's truth. A lot of the time frustration is just true expression. But anger is a completely different state of awareness. It starts to get dense and starts to build a wall against our aura, or our heart, or our divine light, or whatever you want to call it, infinite awareness. It's all the same thing, and the higher essence of our true identity. So when we start to get angry or frustrated or feeling a sense of unentitlement, we start to build a wall against our expression of existence. And our expression of our existence is infinite. It has the infinite possibility within the manifestation of the expression of life, So in saying this, when we start to blame or look outside of ourselves and criticize outside of ourselves, we think that this is giving us a good idea to accept ourselves. We often look outside of ourselves, looking to point fingers in ways to start to accept inside of ourselves, saying this is why, or this is how, or this is how I am because of outside of myself. And all this is doing, it's creating a delusional state of mind for a period of time until we, or not necessarily a period of time, but more an expression of anger. Because when we're always, it's not even when we're always, when we're looking outside of ourselves in general, we are lacking in the ability to connect inside of ourselves. And when we lack the ability to connect inside of ourselves, we don't have anything to express outside of ourselves. So we're often looking outside of ourselves, trying to find inside of ourselves, yet when we're looking outside of ourselves, we don't have anything to share outside of ourselves. So, and this is the loop. How we get in the loop is we're destined for an awareness of limitation unless we harness and trust in self-acceptance. Because by accepting and trusting in oneself for the ability to guide a way to back to the infinite self, or back to the infinite love, or back to the essence of our existence, until we can learn to trust and to say, you know what, thank you, life, for letting me be able to access this moment. It's now time that I stop blaming outside of myself. It's stop blaming other people, even though they've definitely influenced my life, but I'm so grateful because they brought me to this present moment. And now it's time to implement action and implement truth, to harness my connection back to my infinite love, my infinite self, my infinite truth. As long as we're blaming people, we're building our own walls around us. As soon as we start accepting people and thanking people and loving people, these walls will always defend our true identity from accessing a higher sense of expression.